In the heart of a vast African savanna, nestled between rolling hills and an ancient baobab tree, lay the peaceful village of Kijiji La Amani, the village of peace. For generations, its people lived in harmony with the land, rising with the sun and resting beneath the silver glow of the moon. But one fateful night, something changed. The villagers went to bed as usual, expecting to drift into slumber. Yet, as the hours passed, sleep never came. At first, they dismissed it as a rare occurrence. Perhaps the heat was too stifling or the moon too bright. But when the second night arrived, and still no one could close their eyes, murmurs of unease spread through the village like wildfire. By the third night, the once lively faces of the villagers turned pale with exhaustion. Mothers cradled their sleepless infants with weary arms, elders sat in silence, and the village healer, Mama Zula, shook her head in confusion. "The spirits are restless," she muttered. "We must find out why." With heavy hearts and even heavier eyelids, the village elders gathered beneath the great baobab tree, the sacred place where their ancestors' wisdom was passed down. They debated endlessly. Was it a disease? A trick of the gods? A curse? "The land is not at peace," said Baba Kwame, the oldest among them. "We must seek guidance." A group of young men was sent to consult Baba Mandavu, a blind seer who lived beyond the hills. They returned at dawn, their eyes wide with terror. "The seer said we have angered the spirit of the night," one of them stammered. "She says we have forgotten an ancient ritual, one that must be performed before the next moon rises, or we will never sleep again." Long ago, the villagers had honored Nyama La Usiku, the spirit of the night, by offering her a bowl of purest water at the river's edge, accompanied by the sound of drums. It was a gesture of respect, a way of ensuring peace between the world of the living and the unseen. But in their growing prosperity, the people of Kijiji La Amani had forgotten. "We must make the offering," said Mama Zula, her voice hoarse from exhaustion. With renewed determination, the villagers gathered around the river that night. The elders chanted ancient hymns, their cracked voices blending with the sound of drums. The village's most innocent child, little Amani, was chosen to place the bowl of water by the river. As she carefully set it down, a sudden breeze stirred the trees. The night air grew heavy and the river stilled, as if listening. Then, a whisper echoed through the darkness. "You have remembered." The villagers held their breath, their bodies trembling with fatigue and fear. But then something incredible happened. A soft, cool mist rose from the river, washing over the village like a mother's embrace. One by one, the villagers felt their eyelids grow heavy, their limbs weak with exhaustion. For the first time in days, they collapsed onto the earth, not out of despair, but out of the deepest, most peaceful sleep they had ever known. The next morning, as the sun stretched across the sky, the people of Kijiji La Amani awoke, feeling reborn. They gathered beneath the great baobab tree, where Baba Kwame smiled. "We must never forget again," he said. And they never did. From that day forward, every year on the night of the forgotten ritual, the villagers placed a bowl of water by the river, letting the sound of drums carry their gratitude into the night. For they had learned a valuable lesson: to honor the past is to protect the future.